gentlemen, now for your official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 59.7. He's 14, stunts 5'8". He fights out of JBS Martial Arts Academy and hails from Telford, Taylor Underwood. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 63. He's 15, stunts 5'6". He fights out of Raw Talent Martial Arts and Asylum Valley Judo and hails from Leeds, Wilby. Your referee, Mr. Simon Stadnicki.
Well, the action continues on here at the BMF Juniors. This a junior K1 contest over 63 kilograms. Taylor Underwood fighting out of the blue corner, representing JBS Martial Arts in the black trunks trimmed with silver and the funky gold shin pads and gloves, as he takes on Raw Talent Martial Arts and AVT's Lewis Wilby in the white tie Eric's shorts. Mr. Simon standing here, our referee, starts the action. 3 2-minute rounds.
Oh, and Lewis immediately going for a jumping hammer fist.
Yeah, big shot landed by Underwood to start, though.
Oh, wow. Underwood flurrying hard.
We really are headhunting here, and of course, K1 rules.
Yeah, maybe, Wilby might have done better there under a tie rule set in that clinch position, but here, immediately separated, and they're back to swinging some serious leather at each other.
Yeah, Underwood taking the center of the cage, turned in by Wilby. A nice shot to the body. Kind of swimming his way in with those shots. He's using it to close the distance, and it's successful so far.
Yeah, both men holding their hands very, very low.
Nice inside leg kick there, and then we have the clinch.
Yeah, Wilby being forced on the defensive as his head guard is readjusted.
Well, Underwood 1-0 as a junior. Wilby making his debut.
Yeah, I think Wilby's just slightly struggling. He's being pressed back just by the barrage of shots, and he needs to land something hard to get the respect of Underwood.
Yeah, Underwood is, again, he's looks like, again, he's got a bit of length, a bit of reach on his opponent, but he just pushes in, and it's relentless pressure, making it really hard for Wilby to respond with anything.
Yeah, unlike some of our fights where, it seems that we've had maybe a clash of styles, someone more traditional and someone more, in this case, karate-esque. These guys both appear to have a similar style. It's just that at the moment, Underwood's better at it.
Yeah. Looks just a little bit, again, we've seen it before, a little bit stronger.
And we'll be saying something to the referee about the head guard here, but receiving a real barrage of strikes.
Absolutely, we're going to get separated.
Yeah, I think Wilby was complaining about not being able to see with where the head guard moved there. But yeah, moving forward, I think we got to see those hands a little bit higher and that jab and maybe that lead teep a little bit stiffer to try and get a bit of respect out of Taylor Underwood, who is storming the gates right now.
Well, yeah, it's, again, that forward pressure. He's landed some heavy shots. So is Wilby, but it's been the pressure of Underwood that marked the scoring in that round, you'd think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just looking at, where are they moving around in the cage and who's dictating that movement. I mean, there's got to be 90% Underwood. But yeah, so onus on Wilby now to flip the script.
Right, he's listening to that corner.
Yeah.
Smiling over at you.
He assured me he was going to absolutely bring it. I have no doubt that he's gonna fight his absolute heart out. Guy's a tough nut.
I have no doubt either, but what he's got to do is find a way to set the pace of this second round and not let Taylor Underwood dictate the range and the number of shots thrown.
Oh, wow, powerful flurry there by Underwood.
It's almost like he paused for a minute, Wilby.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was expecting a break, a separation by the referee or something, but yeah, this is a hard way to learn the lesson, defend yourself at all times.
Absolutely. Nice check from Underwood. Good knee.
Underwood almost looking as if he was going to go for a single leg there. And it's very interesting that sort of in spite of the karate, taekwondo stance of Underwood, he's really comfortable, you know, closing the distance and fighting in tight.
Yeah, he's stepping right into that wheelhouse that you think Wilby would want to employ.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
oh, man, Lewis should not be turning away right now. Keep your eyes on your man.
that's twice he's done that, and
yeah, I think Wilby's struggling with the pressure that Underwood is putting right now.
That's a lovely right hand over the nice knee. That landed.
Shot to the body. And
he's turning away again, although he initiates the clinch.
I think that clinch just saved him there. And still complaining about that head guard and shaking his head, but and both fighters losing their balance a bit there.
Drag each other down to the mat. He really is struggling with that headgear a little bit.
I'm not sure what's going on, because you know it doesn't look like a particularly obstructive headguard, but we'll be definitely having some problems with it. Trying to fire back some punches there. And as that second round comes to a close,
it's a tale of two fighters' body language at the moment. Like, you see Underwood standing tall, taking in those deep breaths, and you can see Wilby. He's running it through his mind.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, he's trying to get his composure back, getting that breath behind him. I like that.
Yeah, Underwood very focused on the job. Yeah, clinical in the corner, but
Robbie Kennedy is really laying the law out to his young fighter. He wants to see a little more out of him.
Well, if Lewis is going to pull this out of the bag, it's really got to be a Hail Mary here. You know, he's going to have to bring some serious heat, and I think that's going to come by throwing some jabs, some overhands, and refusing to take a backward step.
Well, Taylor Underwood is going to test that resolve straight away, because you know he's going to come forward heavy.
Simon Stadnicki starting our third round here. Oh, and Underwood right in, straight off the touch of gloves.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, Lewis doing his best to reverse the position on the cage, but ultimately this isn't a clinch fight. This is a K1 fight, and
one knee, and you got to break.
Underwood's doing a great job of always being first. You know, so far the techniques aren't necessarily super pretty or intricate, but he is just first. He is dictating what happens and when.
And again, with fighters one and no fights into their junior careers, you would expect that there would be some holes in their games. A little bit of showboating there, and you've got to be careful if you're Taylor Underwood, because the showboat will always sink in the end. That's a big deep breath though coming from Wilby.
Yeah, Lewis. Eating some powerful shots there. Lewis needs to get his head up. I mean,
he's just swinging away, isn't he?
Yeah, swinging like Diego Sanchez. Fighting Gilbert Melendez. But, and eats a powerful head kick on his guard there. But all of these shots resonating.
Yeah, Underwood doing exactly what he needs to, keeping on that pressure, pushing forward. And you can see the toll it's had on Lewis Wilby, just constantly having to fend off this pressure and the attack. That's a lovely combination there.
I mean, a powerful, powerful flurry, and the mouthpiece is knocked out of Wilby. I think... Lewis is taking some real damage here. There's a fair conversation about whether this should be stopped.
Well, the corner could be throwing in the towel if that's the case. 10 seconds to go. Nothing really concussive, he says, as Underwood.
Powerful head kick there as Wilby throws him to the floor.
Great fight from Taylor Underwood from start to finish. He just kept pushing the pace, kept pushing the pace.
And you know what? I know Lewis is going to be really disappointed with himself, but he absolutely toughed that out. There was never going to be any quit in him, and he fought all the way through.
Heart for days, and a will. But you got a couple of choices. He got hit, turns his back a couple of times. Yeah. I think he was really struggling with the headgear as well. And
I think style stylistically, you had two guys who were very, very similar, but ultimately Underwood just that little bit sharper and that little bit more powerful.
Yeah, it was a lovely textbook performance from JBS Martial Arts. Taylor Underwood, Mr. Seth Khan is going to make his way into the cage, and we're going to find out that Taylor Underwood has probably taken the decision.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for these two great athletes. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges score this in favor of your winner. In the blue corner, Taylor Underwood. Please show your appreciation for Louis Wilby. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a 10-minute interval. 10-minute interval, thank you.